Shalom. All praise and glory go to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Baruch HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Ramlab, and the Shalom to the sincere Achim, that are preaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Before I continue and say that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the children of Israel that the Bible speaks about, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, and the people that live in the land of Israel today, they go back to the Khazarians, which go back to the Amalekites, which is the chiefhead tribe of the nation of Esau, Edom, and the people that call themselves white, European, Caucasian, Australian, American on their father's side. They all go back to the nation of Esau, Edom, which is the only nation upon the planet Earth that will not receive mercy from the Heavenly Father. With that being said, these videos are made to wake up our people, to lead them back to the Heavenly Father. And with our people, I mean the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, the elect people, you know, the elect of the nation of Israel, which is very important, you know, because more than 60% of our people will be put to death, you know, according to the scriptures, right? Now, as you can see on this on the screen, when it says Yahushai is coming, they label that as anti-Semitic, you know, and this is what the world is going through now, you know. It's becoming now the lie. If you don't agree with the lie, you're gonna be just like the word, just like Yahushai is coming is labeled anti-Semitic. The term terrorist is gonna be synonymous with anyone that doesn't agree with the government on any level. You know, that's how easy it will become to label someone a terrorist or a domestic terrorist or someone that's against the government, you know. So and you will be labeled that and be signed up for extermination, because that's what they want, you know. Anyone that basically the same thing that Yahushai says, that's what they want, you know. And that's why the scripture in Isaiah 14, it talks about as lightning, you know, he coming. Yeah, roughly paraphrasing, he will reach among the stars, and he will be like the Most High, and this and that, you know. But that's what they want. They want to be just like the Heavenly Father, but they're just a creation, and they can't accept that, man, you know. So what the Heavenly Father is going to do is he's going to allow them to get control over the earth for a certain amount of time, but the whole New World Order is not going to come to existence, you know. Maybe a very short time, but there's still going to be people not having the mark of the beast in them, because we're not taking it, you know. And the Heavenly Father says that some people will be put to death for that sake, but also there's going to be people that will not taste of death, you know. So even though they have even if they accomplish it, there's going to be people that don't live by those rules of being chipped, you know, because that's what's coming right now, you know. So Esau has to now create an infrastructure where it's going to be almost impossible to live without being implanted with a RFID chip or an NFC chip, as they call it, you know, near frequency NFC. I forgot what it stands for, but that's what's coming. They already are having this. That's what the whole Windows 19 was about, you know. But you know, instead of having the having the mark of the beast as the terms of access, it was the injection, the needle. So that was just a test run, but soon they're gonna push this thing where you can't access food or anything to sustain yourself, to sustain life itself, without being a complete slave, man. Which the Heavenly Father already put us in captivity, and He already punished us. But Esau thinks that he's now gonna do it with everyone, but that's not gonna happen. Because in Lamentations it talks about Salakia. I'm trying to remember it, man. Thine affliction has come to an end, and something to that effect, So we're not gonna go into captivity anymore. But Esau thinks that he's gonna do that, but his pride has deceived him. He doesn't know that the Heavenly Father has certain things in place that will not allow Esau to continue his madness, because he goes too far, man. Now if you burn how do you say that, a tree to keep yourself warm, they say it's carbon, you're polluting the earth, and that's the thing. The lie is now the truth. And they're teaching this nonsense in school, where now the more people that believe in this nonsense, the harder it is for you to basically sustain yourself in a natural way without being on the grid, basically. Because anything that the things that you need for self-sustainability, a lot of times are things that they now demonize as being being toxic for the environment. So having burning wood, that's not toxic for the environment, and they do it on this purpose, so that if you do that, you're automatically labeled someone that's how do you say that, toxic to the environment and damaging the earth. Meanwhile, the Bill Gates and this little demon called Thunberg or Thunderbird or whatever her name is, from Sweden, that's talking about carbon and stuff she set up, man. She flies on private jets as well, but they talking about this. It's bad for the environment, so many cars. Then make things cheaper. Make the train how do you say that? Train pass free. They're not gonna do that. You see? So it shows you, man, that they have a snake tongue. Anything that is sustainability, having some chickens now, because chickens are very easy to maintain. They even survive winter, man. The Most High have created these animals beautifully, man. And they now come with some bird flu and say that's bad. I don't know. I'm just saying that it's it's again something that you can use for self-sustainability, but now all of a sudden that's bad too. So they have all these things in place so that even if you think that you're not going to participate in the upcoming gridlock, as you could call it, then basically you're being against the government and against the earth, and you're polluting the earth. You understand? That's how they're gonna spin it now. You're gonna be labeled a terrorist as well, because you're not agreeing to being completely ruled and dominated and submitted to submissive to the elite's upcoming plans to chip everyone. But anyway, with that, you see, Yahushua is coming. They call this is an anti-Semitic also. You know, that's the word they hide behind. The next thing is terrorist. You're a terrorist, and the term terrorist will have other meaning now soon. It's not going to be the meaning now is basically going against the government with violence and with a political motive, right? That's terrorism, right? So if you just randomly stab someone and say you did that because he's an unbeliever, that's terrorism, because it's a political ideology, and you used violence to commit it. But the new definition of terrorism will soon be, if you don't allow yourself to get chipped, or you're not on the grid, you're gonna be labeled terrorist. And a good movie to watch is like this movie called Anon, right? Where he saw a ghost, and a ghost was basically someone that was not on the grid, that didn't have a social security number and stuff like that, and that's gonna be us. So they're gonna try their absolute best to make it almost impossible for us to survive off the grid, because that's the only way we could do it. Or the Heavenly Father has another plan, you know. But this is all I can see right now with my carnal eyes. you know. But of course, the Heavenly Father has a plan for all of us. We don't know how it's gonna take form, but that's basically it, man. I'm still driving, so that's why I couldn't really pull any scriptures, because I did that once. I'm not doing it again, man. You know, it's very hard to read, and it's not a wise thing to read and drive at the same time. So with that, I want to say all praises and glory go to the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And don't forget, man, the Heavenly Father said His servants will eat, you know, but the others will starve, right? The servants will drink, but thou shalt be thirsty. All these things, the Heavenly Father said this in the scriptures. And if you believe in that, that already should boost your faith. And in the words of a friend of mine, that he does believe in the Heavenly Father, but he doesn't really accept that we're the Israelites. He kind of, but it hasn't dawned on him yet. I've told him, but he doesn't really understand yet what that means, you know. So the words of him, he told me once something very, very spiritual, man, out of nowhere, man. And he told me that he said this, man. It's very interesting. I'll never forget this neither. But the Heavenly Father used them to tell me this, man. If you fear anyone upon the planet Earth, that's already a form of not having faith, because the only one you're supposed to fear is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He didn't say the Heavenly Father's name, but he did say that if you fear other things outside of the Heavenly Father, that's already a form of not having faith in Yahweh, in the Heavenly Father. That was dope, man. I'll never forget that. And that's a very good one. So with that, I want to say all praise and glory go to the Most High. Shalom.